This is your sunniest station around, Nile News Now, your news every 10 years. Nora Douglas speaking. Today let's start with the headlines featuring Kaylin Alexander, Chelsea Calloway, Isabel Gaskin, and myself. Why don't you start with the headlines, Kaylin?
The donations of Alexandria. Mark Antony has gifted the eastern kingdoms of Rome to the children of Cleopatra of Egypt. He was declared suzerain as co-ruler of Egypt and Cyprus. Alexander Helios received Armenia and Media. To Cleopatra Selene, he gives the kingdoms of Cyrenaica and Libya. His youngest son Ptolemy Philadelphus received the Egyptian possessions of Phoenicia, Syria, and Cilicia. Antony has established Cleopatra as a Hellenistic monarch, and he gives her the title of Queen of Kings. On to you, Chelsea.
Soon after Antony declared his marriage to Cleopatra, he received word from Rome, believing that Antony was in poor taste to leave his wife Fulvia. And due to the attacks on Rome's outermost provinces, Octavius has declared war on Egypt. Rome has a strong army, so preparing now for this soon-to-be battle will make victory taste all the more sweeter. On to you, Isabel.
Also in our Egyptian headlines, unfortunately, one of the sons of Pompey, Sextus Pompeius, who was fighting for Egypt against Rome, was defeated by Marcus Vipsanius Agrippa at Naulochus. Pompeius managed to escape with 17 ships to Messana. Back to you, Nora.
Thanks, Isabel. A surprising ally for Egypt. Marcus Aemilius Lepidus, a member of the Second Triumvirate, has tried to raise Sicily in a revolt against Octavius, stalling the war against Egypt.
Come to the bazaar and get some items from around the world, like these beautiful liquid decanters from Athens, only 10 pounds of bronze each. Hurry now before they're all gone.
Now commencing our exclusive interview with Cleopatra, we turn to our corresponding reporter, Isabel.
Thank you for being available for this interview, Your Highness. It is an honor to have you here today.
Thank you.
I understand that you originally ruled jointly with your father Ptolemy VII and your brothers Ptolemy VIII and Ptolemy IX, whom you later married. What was that like?
It was a little difficult sharing the throne because as a woman, I was taken less seriously and disliked because it was unconventional for a woman to rule.
What was your first move as sole ruler of Egypt?
Since it was better for an empire to have allies, I initiated contact with Julius Caesar. A good, strong ally of a strong nation is good for Egypt and to help me maintain control of everyone inside the empire.
Many rulers that preceded you were influenced by the gods. Which god or goddess has assisted you since the beginning of your reign?
I found out as a young child I was influenced greatly by the goddess Isis, and she has been with me, advising me on what to do.
Okay, we'll return promptly after this word from our sponsors.
Hello and welcome to Togas and Mogas. We have all different types of togas. We have them white with black belts, we have black togas, we have gold togas, we have silver, bronze, whatever you need, we have it. Gold belts, black belts, this is our newest toga, white with a black, you wrap it and you wrap it. Do you see that? Yes. And now for the moguls part. Here comes in our one and only Miss Cleopatra. Hi guys. Look, she's sporting one of our older ones, the nice turquoise with a gold belt. This is one of my favorites and I let her have it for free, but today she's coming in to get some more, aren't you?
Yeah.
What would you like today?
I want that new one you had, the white one with the black belt. You guys saw it, right?
Look what I have here. Look.
It's perfect.
Is it perfect? Did you like it?
Yeah,
Please take it.
Here, take that.
No, I couldn't. Yes, thank you. Well, welcome to Togas and Moguls, where we sell everything for the right price at the right time.
Yeah.
Welcome back to our exclusive interview with Cleopatra. During your rule, you have also managed to find happiness in love. How has your love life progressed along with your political and sovereign life?
Caesar was my first true love, but also a very important aid to me. After my father died and I was crowned ruler of Egypt with my husband, Pompey was our guardian. But hard times arose in 48 BC as removed from power by Theodotus and Achilles. Then later that year, Pompey was defeated in Thessaly at Pharsalus and then murdered on September 28th when he returned to Egypt.
So what out of those events caused you to fall for Caesar?
Caesar helped restore me to power in 48 and helped me to keep the empire together. Then our son Caesar was born June 23rd, 47 BC. But not all good things last, of course.
What do you mean by that?
Caesar was murdered by senators, cutting off my connection to Rome as they started to fall apart, so I fled to Alexandria for a time period, leaving Egypt in a vulnerable position.
So what prompted you to return to Egypt?
From Alexandria, I went to Tarsus, and in 41, I met Mark Antony. And he followed me back to Egypt, but in 40, he left. Then he returned at 37 and married me.
What other things have been done this time?
He declared me a Hellenistic monarch and split the kingdom amongst my children.
So, with war having been declared, what do you plan to do?
I plan to stay by my husband's side and motivate the troops to victory, and if worse comes to worse, we shall die together.
There you have it, folks. An exclusive interview with our own Pharaoh, Cleopatra. Now let's turn to traffic with praise.
Thank you, Isabel. Today expect delays along the Nile due to boat wreckage and crocodile crossing. Because of this, the merchants might have to wait a few days for their gold, salt, pottery, lapis lazuli, and other precious commodities. Now on to the meteorologist Chelsea with our weather report.
The weather in Alexandria is a high of 95 degrees and a low of 71, with a 60% humidity. It looks like a dry day, like every day here in Egypt, perfect for the upcoming gymnastics competition. Looks like the flood is still coming in a few months, so we'll be having more. Better crops. Back to you, Nora.
Thanks, Chelsea. And to that cue, today commences the annual Gymnastics and Rhythmic Gymnastics competition. Women will be competing over the levels of flexibility they possess, whereas men, although also competing over flexibility, shall also be doing floor routines. May the best men and women win. Now that we've seen what's going on in and around the country, let's turn to Isabel for international news.
Thank you, Nora. Today is a day of celebration for China as Crown Prince Ao ascends to the throne as Emperor Chang of Han. Another coronation takes place in Judea as Herod ascends as king. May their reigns be long and prosperous.
Thanks for the update, Isabel. That concludes the news of the last decade. This is Nile News Now, Nora Douglas signing off. And remember, you'd be in denial if you didn't watch our show. Have a great decade, everybody.